Hi everybody. I know I'm playing catch up here in terms of the actual recording of the videos, but you'll find the poems that I'm entering are being entered in a more timely fashion, and for various and sundry reasons that feel small in the grand scheme of what we've had going on in the last week or so. I'm not necessarily embarrassed that I haven't been able to get these videos up, but I'm frustrated that I haven't been able to get these videos up in a more timely fashion. I'm working really hard to correct that, so I apologize for that. Today's poem is coming from Split This Rock, the Quarry, a social justice poetry database, and this poem speaks to me, obviously because of, the murder of George Floyd. This poem speaks to me because of Ahmaud Arbery, because of Breonna Taylor. This poem speaks to me. This poem speaks to me for so many reasons, and I don't know. I'm sorry that all I have to offer is this poem and a reminder to my students, all of my students, every one of my students, especially my black students this week. I see you, I hear you, I love you, I respect you, I need you to know that I need you to know that you deserve respect. I know that you know that. I hope you know that. I just want to remind you, and maybe that's just me making myself feel better. I hope you know that. I hope in my classroom you feel as though you matter, because you do. I hope you feel safe in my classroom, because I want you to feel safe in my classroom. And I want to be a better ally. So, if there are things, I'm trying really hard to educate myself. If there are things I can be doing, please let me know. I don't think it's fair to ask you what your experience is in my classroom. I hope to create an environment where everyone feels welcome to share their experience if they'd like. I don't think it's fair to ask someone how they feel on behalf of a larger group. That goes against, I think, my educational philosophy. But I hope to create an environment where everyone feels comfortable enough to share their own experiences, so that people who maybe don't feel so comfortable can know that it's safe to at least share it. Even if we don't agree, even if we can't relate, you are a person, and you deserve, you have dignity, you have my respect, you have my love. And so I'm going to read this poem now, which I guess is it feels like it's so not enough, but it's I want to share this poem. So this is a poem by Ross Gay. Again, I'm taking it from Split This Rock, the Quarry, a social justice poetry database. I'm going to be featuring a lot of poems from this social justice poetry database for the foreseeable future, along with other poems by black activist poets. I know Miss Bissett is also doing something very similar. Again, I'm sorry that this is probably not even close to enough, but I want to celebrate these poems. And this is called A Small Needful Fact by Ross Gay. A small needful fact is that Eric Garner worked for some time for the Parks and Rec Horticultural Department, which means perhaps that with his very large hands, perhaps in all likelihood, he put gently into the earth some plants which most likely, some of them, in all likelihood, continue to grow, continue to do what such plants do, like house and feed small and necessary creatures, like being pleasant to touch and smell, like converting sunlight into food, like making it easier for us to breathe. I hope everyone can take time for themselves to be good to themselves. It's really, really hard to stand up in the face of injustice. It's really, really hard, and it takes a whole lot of courage to do that, even though that's the right thing to do. Please make sure that you are taking care of yourselves. One of the things we practice in English class is figuring out how to best use your voice for yourselves and for people who may not feel as though they are being heard, or as if they're ready to speak even. We need to take a good look at the parts of society where we can be doing better, whether it's police brutality or what education looks like. We can be doing better. With that, I'm thinking of you. This is really, really hard to be processing for me because we don't have the luxury of being in the classroom together. And I'm really missing the opportunity to just let you know that I see you, and I hear you, and I miss you, and I respect you, and I love you. Which might, it might sound like a weird thing for a teacher to be saying, but I hope you're understanding I'm saying it as a human being. I'm really sorry if this has been mostly incoherent. But if there's anything I can do to be helpful, please let me know. Thank you for tuning in. Please, please, please be good to yourself. Please be kind to yourself. Take care of yourselves. Wash your hands. Remember that you are seen, you are heard, you are loved. And I will see you again tomorrow with another edition of the Poem of the Day. So yeah, we'll see you then. Take care.